Yo, what's up, peeps? Nice day out today. Much better than yesterday. Yesterday was like 45. Today's like 60 right now. 60, it's gonna be 77. It's gonna be a nice little day. I love this time. I don't know what happened there. Sorry for craps out on me. But good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Turtleboy Tuesdays. What's going on, everyone? Things are looking up for you each and every day. You got that right, baby. Let's go. Everything's turning up, turning. I knew it would. That's what I had to remind myself in jail. Is that like this is not the way it ends. Like this is God like testing me, you know, being like, let's put you in here for a bit, make some changes in your personal life, perhaps, which I did afterwards, and you know, feel a lot better about it and a lot freer. And we're gonna start killing it. It's gonna be awesome. Nothing but good news from here. But anyway, guys, welcome. If you're new here, this is the Bus Stop Live. I do this every day since October 11th. 2023, when I was arrested at my kid's bus stop by Brian Tully and the State Police Fugitive Unit. In case they try to jack me up again, I want to get it on tape. I was listening to Melanie's stream yesterday, and she was talking about, or maybe it was 2 days ago. She was like part 3, I think, of her coverage of the Mega Motion, and she said that like there was some debate whether or not my kids saw me being arrested. To this day, I don't know the answer to that question. That is the truth of the matter. I don't know. I've never asked them. It's too weird to bring up. They haven't asked. Although the only thing that's ever happened, like a week later, or maybe not even a week later, my son said something to me, who was, how old was he at the time? He would have been 6 years old at the time. So he would have been in first grade. And he said something like, I don't know if he said somebody said you got arrested. I don't know if he said somebody said you got arrested, or did you go to get arrested? There was some kind. He made some kind of comment, and I'm like, what? Where'd you hear that from? What? Why would you ask that? Or why would you say that? And then he kind of clammed up, and he was like, I don't know. I don't know. Like I could not get it out of him. Like I tried. He would not. He's not. I don't know where that came from. It was just an odd question for him to ask. Because what I think, because he was in how the bus works, how the politics of a school bus work is in elementary school is, fifth graders sit in the back. Obviously, because they get the one seater, and you want to have maximum bumps. If we've ever been in school before, the older kids sit in the back of the bus because they're cooler and they're older. And when the bus goes over bumps, that's where you get maximum like bumpage, and it's fun. That's like exciting for you when you're a kid. But so my kids were in first and third grade, so like the politics of the bus would work. He would be in one of the front rows, and she would be kind of in the middle somewhere. So the kids in the back would definitely have seen it more, because you can look right out the back of the window, And there's a bus stop like 2 feet later on my street at this daycare where a bunch of kids get on every morning. So anyway, I don't know if they saw. I don't think they saw. I doubt it. But they easily could have been told. Like, kids talk, man. You know what I mean? Like, kids talk. Like, and in this community, obviously, there's like one parent in particular, me, who is on TV a lot and is in the news a lot, particularly. And obviously, other people talk. I'm sure other parents talk. Like, it comes up. Like, for instance, I have one of my daughter's friends. I see it. I go to her soccer practice, and one of her best friends' dad is there, who I know, and he was like, yeah. So we were out at dinner, and the TVs were on. We were out, and you know, she saw you, or his daughter saw me on TV, like in handcuffs, and he was like, that's my daughter's. I'm not gonna say her name. That's my daughter's dad. She's like, that's her dad. And so they other kids have seen it, and so like and they recognize me as my kid's dad. So then they're like, well, what's up? You know what I mean? So there's a million and one ways they could have found out. I find it hard to believe that like nobody said anything in the school. Like I'm sure it was kind of big news with the kids and other parents, at least in the community. People gossip and shit, but it wasn't much to gossip about me. It's all public. It's all out there. I really don't care. But either way, so I don't know. I doubt they saw it, but they probably heard of it and they just don't want to ask. I don't know if they've put two and two together yet. I mean, they're getting to the age where they're getting kind of smart. They can figure shit out on their own. I don't know if they could figure that one out. I mean, that's like the 60 days I was gone. I wonder if they remember that. Like I remember like my second day there when I talked to my parents on the phone. I discussed with my mother like the idea, and she was like, I'll if I'll bring the kids to you to visit, if you want, like, and she'd already asked about like when if kids were allowed to visit and what days it could go. She's like, they can only happen, I think, on Saturdays. So I was like, yeah, of course I want to see my kids, But then within a couple days, I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening. That's not a good idea, I don't think, because it's I don't want them to see me like that. I don't want them to have to go through barbed wire fencing and security in a jail. Like, no fucking way. That is something they would never forget, ever, ever. And like, it would be weird talking to them through a plexiglass thing. I don't even know what I would get out of it. Like, not happening. I'm like, that's not a good idea at all. So, and I'm like, well, my rationale was that they will always, if they'll probably forget the 60 days. I told them I was away for work, and I wouldn't tell them where. I'm just like, oh, far across the country or something. And because in a way I was kind of away for work. I was put in there because of what I do for work, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of far away, and like, have they forgotten about that? Like, it was a long time ago. It was a year and a half ago, and like, have they forgotten about those 60 days when I went away for work? I remember most heartbreaking thing for me when I was in jail was talking to I believe the word is baby mama, the mother of my children was abbreviated. And she told me that my son told her, she said that daddy's been gone for 16 days now. Like, he was counting. He knew the exact amount of time in which he had last seen me. So, hearing that was heartbreaking. That was horrible because it was like he's literally counting the days since he's last seen me. Like, that sucked, But I don't even know if they remember that, to be honest with you. I really don't know if they remember that. So, but people were really nice to them when I was gone. Like, people sent a lot of stuff to the house, like gifts and, you know, uh, cards and presents and all types of shit. So it was really nice. The community came together and helped out not only me but my family. So I appreciate that very much. But yeah, so I don't know. So I just got that listening from Melanie's stream yesterday. She were talking about that, but I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, yesterday was an overall like a very good day. I mean, we knew this was coming. We knew that it was inevitable that Cosgrove was going to withdraw as special prosecutor in the Lindsay Gattani case. Because he's being sued by her. Like, as soon as we saw that was happening, we're like, oh, this is inevitable. And she didn't even see it coming, apparently, because she's getting her legal advice from Towel. And that's not a good, like, he's not a lawyer. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like, he gets high and comes up with these ideas, these grand schemes. and he doesn't know how anything works. Like he's learning shit from his mother, who thinks that if you plead the fifth, then that means you're guilty. Like lawyer 101 shit, you know. So, um, yeah. What else? So him resigning, I mean, it was good to see it in paper. And that other guy, Robert Novak, who a lot of you don't even remember, he was there on February 23rd, 2023, the day I was released from jail because Mello was allegedly sick, and he arraigned me. He also was the special prosecutor who conducted the grand jury on February 22nd that indicted me for wiretapping. Fanning was a witness that day, and so was the fake victim, and I was indicted for that. He dropped out the day after seeing Mega Motion. So like both of these guys are just like, that's it. I can't do this shit anymore. This is like this is not this is like a disaster. Like Novak wasn't sued, but he might have been thinking, I don't want to get sued. She might sue me next. And also like, fuck this shit. He's also old, and he probably looked at this and was like, that's 88 pages of shit. I am not responding to that. This is fucking insane. Like I want no no respectable attorney would have anything to do with this case, like at all. You know, it did not have anything to do with this case at all. So they're not going to be able to replace them, especially with the Lindsay Gattani one. Like that one's done. Like we'll see. They might even announce the charges are dropped tomorrow. I don't know. I have court tomorrow. Um, so yeah, they might. I don't know if they will announce that, but um, remember it's 2 p.m. tomorrow in Norfolk Superior Court. Mega Motion. It's gonna be dope. Yeah, Betterow had a keen observation on the civil case yesterday on Young Jerks. These cases are really starting to overlap like pasta. Yeah, and it's funny because that I mean they always accuse me of like inserting myself into this case, but like they constantly insert me into the case. Like, bro, are you suing me? Or are you suing Karen Reed? Because you keep mentioning me and you keep taking away my agency, saying things like that, oh, she fed him everything, and the autopsy photos. I'll have more to say about that tonight on the show, but it's just so absurd to suggest that I'm like, are you suing me or are you suing her? I don't get it, you know. But me and John Barron are everywhere. That's nice. Why is Grant called Towel? He called himself Towel from that character from South Park, the towel that smokes weed all day. Lindsay is trying to get Daddy back in bed. No, that is not happening. She's on a roll today. She's going nuts on Krusty, which I'm sure is an attempt to win my affections over. I'm not stupid. But access denied, offer denied. She's worse than all of them, So, yeah, the time Broken Bakers, they're going to be 9 o'clock. We're going to do a 9 o'clock live show tonight. Yeah, they also said that Karen went on my show. I must have missed that episode. I must have missed that one. You can't go live and not tell us. Makes me a creeper. Having to go to your X inbox. Tell you what. Answer to the counterclaim applies to Carney. Yes, we can talk about that more tonight. Yeah, we had to postpone the Brother Council live because we didn't realize it was at the same time as the Reed thing. So we'll do it maybe next week sometime after the whatchamacallit's over. All right. Anybody else? Let's see. What else are they talking about in the news? So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's just a good day. Cosgrove's out. I mean, what a fucking victory that was, that they're just tapping out, that they're quitting. And what's fucked up about that is the charge that sent me to jail, dude. And they just dropping it. They're just like, nah, fuck it. It's like, but I served 60 days in jail for this charge. Like do I get those 60 days back? I don't know. All right. Anyway, anybody else got anything? Anybody got any questions before we get to work? Can't wait till you and Karen can collaborate. Well, we can collaborate whenever we want to be very clear. Nothing is stopping us from collaborating at all. It has nothing to do with the you know, ongoing litigation. A lot of people say that, oh, and this they can't talk now because the litigation. No, that is, they could talk. We can absolutely talk. We can absolutely collaborate. Just choosing not to. Let's just put it that way. Boundless says the O'Keefe should get a hitman to take care of Karen. Well, I hope somebody reports that. Check your messages for me. Okay, I will, Joel, after this is over. I heard Reddington was hired by Jim McCabe in the past. Oh yeah, old news. Yeah, we gave them Mega Motion. I don't know why they haven't docketed it yet, but it's definitely been filed. So will you sue them? Of course I'm going to sue them. That's a dumb. I've already got a lawyer. Like we already have a civil attorney. We're absolutely suing them. Does this open up a chance of Spanky making an appearance? No, Spanky's done. Spanky's never coming back. All right. Um, he's stolen enough money from the taxpayers. We're good. Will Cosgrove be there tomorrow? Yeah, because he's still on the McAlbert case, so he's on that. Yes, I did see the fake victim. Recent post and friendly. I'm enjoying it. She's blaming Krusty for everything, defending the towel. It's great to see, but ultimately, I don't think she has much to offer, so I don't really care. All right. Lindsay is disgusting. I have secondhand embarrassment that you banked her. My bad. Sorry, dude. She was prettier at the time. I'm telling you, she did not look like that. There was no bags under the eyes. There was no like the hair. She combed her hair. I don't know. Do you think Sandpaper is still going forward with the documentary? They can if they want to, but we got all the important people with us on compelling pictures. So good luck. I mean, if what she's saying is true, which I doubt, and they actually interviewed her and Krusty Panties, then it's not going to be much of a documentary. Like nobody wants to see that. Will I have babies? No, I'm never having babies again. I haven't gotten the snip yet, but I probably should. It's on my to-do list. I mean, I like having two kids. I would. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I was down like whatever. Three would be good too, but I'm good now. It's like no, now it's I'm good. Too late. All set. I don't need that. All right, I'm gonna catch up to the comments. And now you jinxed yourself. I got fixed. I'm all the way set up. It's having more babies. I've got 3 and 3 stepsons. That's enough. Exactly. No more. Federer was great last night on Young Jerks. He always is. Yeah, R.I.P. Clay. R.I.P. Clay. It's too bad. Of all the ones that I wanted to go to trial, hers was the one I actually wanted to go to trial because she's so bad on the stand and like so much good shit could come out. Like, oh, we were so looking forward to that, but she could still be added to the evidentiary hearing. Fake victim said the charges were dropped because of Kate and you teaming up for Netflix. Is that what she said? Okay. Well, I am not doing the Netflix one. We have our own documentary.
Can we see all the redactions now? Not yet. Not yet. So you got to see her newest post. I saw the one she made last night. I'm not sure if she made any more this morning, but obviously I will be watching that. I'm sure she'll remove them all eventually. I'm sure there's many people out there who are just screenshotting shit without me even asking for it. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go get started with my day. I love all you fine people. You guys keep up the great work. All right. And we will see you guys tonight for the live show. All right. Peace, T-Bum Crease.
It calls for data including calendars, alerts,